Yeah, welcome back again to African Streamline. I am Atamba Haiti. We talked about yesterday the story of Ibrahim Traore unaliving more than 100 civilians, both kids and women. That is the story that has been plotted, that has been made by the West. We know it's a story made by the West, okay? Because we know very well that Ibrahim Traore cannot do that. You can't help people and kill them. What is the essence of you helping people and killing people? Okay? And I promised you, I'm going to look for videos, okay, where Ibrahim Traore has been helping people. Because you came with a story telling us that Ibrahim Traore has been able to unalive more than 100 civilians, both women and children. Okay? And I told you, come with the video footage. Let us be able to see the video footage, the evidence. You don't just come and tell us stories where and how Ibrahim Traore has been able to unalive people, like things like those ones by the word of mouth. We can't even see it. We can't see it. We need to see it. Okay? Prove to us. Come with the evidence. Don't just speak things out here. Because anytime you come out and begin speaking things like this, we know that that's just a propaganda. It is something you've been doing all the times, and now we're used to it. Okay? So you can't trick us anymore. And I told you, I'm going to look for videos where Ibrahim Traore has been helping people, okay? And I'll come with that evidence. Come with your evidence, let me see it. I'll come with my evidence. I'll put it here, everybody will see. Because I have a source that shows how Ibrahim Traore has been helping people since he stepped into power, okay? And I don't see the essence of Ibrahim Traore helping people and again unaliving them. Why should you help someone just to come and unalive them at the end of it? It's something that does not make sense. Now, Africans have really reacted on this issue. Africans all over. Africa has erupted once again. And I told you, you're messing up with Africans. And once you mess up with Africans, Africans will frustrate you. Because this is not a generation you used to mess up with a long time ago. This is a different kind of a generation. If you're going to mess up with them, be ready to face their anger. Take a look.
It's either you do or you die. Right, Marcus Garvey said. Hands off our man. This is somebody who is moving the continent of Africa forward.
Yes, I'm here. I'm standing with Burkina Faso, Brother Traoré, because the time is now. New movement is starting.
I'm supporting Ibrahim Traoré.
Fight. Yeah, Burkina Faso. Yeah.
To make sure that the assassination of Captain Traoré doesn't happen like it did to Sankara, Gaddafi.
Here to represent a man like Ibrahim Traoré, see?
Ibrahim Traoré is my president. I love him.
Solidarity now with change.
There's a man standing up for Africa. So if he can stand, we must stand.
I am here to support Ibrahim Traoré from Burkina Faso.
I'm supporting Ibrahim Traoré. And we African, we've been suffering for too long.
In support of Burkina Faso, Zaire state.
Here in support of not just Ibrahim Traoré, but the people of Burkina Faso, the people of the Sahel state and African people.
Show support from Ibrahim Traoré. Yeah, what he's achieved in so little time.
Artist Mr. Traoré Green, I want to look on this head, look on this picture of Ibrahim Traoré. We have to really
Support this movement, to support this leader.
I am standing, as we're all standing today, for Africa and for our beautiful, beautiful, brave captain.
And I came here to support my Burkinabe brothers.
It's all about the struggle. We've been waiting a long time, many years, for someone like this brother to come along.
And I follow the movement of Muammar Gaddafi, and I say Africans are for Africa.
And strong. Let them know no more. They're not killing any more of our leaders.
They said they were going to save Libya. Today, let's go to Libya and compare Libya to that of when Omar Gaddafi was ruling Libya, and we'll find out the differences. Today, Libya is in tatters. Libya is going down. Right now that we have seen another leader in Africa rising up to serve the interests of the people, America is back again. If America wants to save somebody, they can go to South Sudan. If America wants to save somebody, they can go to Congo. If America indeed want to save themselves, it will be better off than they coming to save Burkina. No Burkinabe is saying that they need their help and they should go out of Burkina. That's what we are saying. Of all the resources Burkina Faso have, they've not been able to build even more than 5,000 kilometers of road. Today, as we are speaking, when our politicians go around building first coast, second coast roads, he is building asphalted overland roads. How many years? And today, the person that is building roads, the person that is giving hope to the people, we have some people coming from nowhere to tell them that, you know what, we are ready to give you life. In fact, if they want to give life, they should go to Congo, they should go to South Sudan, they should go there, and the mess they caused there, they should go and put it together, take it back to their country. Enough is enough. We are ready to rise up and say, enough is enough. It is now. They can never keep us in the fear or the circles of imperialism. No way. We are ready to detach ourselves and say enough is enough. And this is the time that African youth need to read through the lines and see and realize the truth. The same way they did to Nkrumah, they use the same people. And this is a warning that goes to all African leaders. That's right. That they sit back and allow themselves to be used by the imperialists. Exactly. Anytime there has been any elimination of any African good leader, it is great. They use our own people against us.
Just as they are doing right now in Ivory Coast.
And we are sending a strong warning to the Ivory Coast leader. The president of Ivory Coast. If you are a brother and you sit down with our enemy, you become our enemy. Simple. We are not our brother again. Warning to them. Warning to them. And we are sending a strong warning to the president of Ghana. To send a strong warning as far as diplomacy is concerned, to the president and the consulate of Ghana for Ivory Coast, that enough is enough. We are never going to sit down and allow this to happen again. If we believe in African unification, if we celebrate 6th March, which is our independence, that Nkrumah actually linked it to the total liberation of Africa, we are saying today that as he is a president, he should respect that quote of Nkrumah and also believe in the vision of Nkrumah, by sending a message to the Ivorian president that, my brother, you are stepping on the toes of the lion. Don't do this as a brother, because if you do, we are never going to sit back and watch you. If we can't get hold of you, you have your families. Start coming after them. Tell them we are coming.
If we sell a brother, the buyer will never. A warrior whose name is Ibrahim Traoré. The enemy is bloodthirsty. No, you don't know that. The parasite! You don't understand. Some of you still believe that you can negotiate with this enemy. You cannot negotiate with Satan. Even Muammar Gaddafi, after over 40 years, the enemy was determined to kill him. And 40 years, and even Muammar Gaddafi, at a certain point in time, began to think that he could make friends with the enemy. And it was at that point that the enemy destroyed him and destroyed the nation of Libya. And through Libya, they infiltrated and set up jihadi groups, so-called Muslims, terrorists, set up by the CIA, set up by MI6, set up by Mossad, set up by the European white man devil. I want you to hear me, because some of us are very complacent, and you don't believe that the white man is the devil. You don't believe. But the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, following the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, has been teaching this now for nearly 70 years and warning black people that we must come together. We must have the United States of Africa. We must put aside our so-called differences. Whether we call ourselves Christian, Muslim, Rasta, Pan-Africanist, nationalist, socialist, atheist, we have something in common. This black skin. The enemy makes no distinction between us. When he sees us, he sees his enemy. And when we see him,
how can you have a country and your currency is being printed outside? You say you are a sovereign nation. No, the church must speak. Look at what that young man has done. He's in his 30s. The man they are calling a dictator, look at the development he has brought to that country. He has built 2 gold refinery. Before, they carry all the gold out. He's providing employment. He's building factories, building roads, apartments, buildings, developing the nation. But you say what? He's a dictator. How? In 2.5 years, what that guy has done, you can't deceive us again. They take hold of your media and they paint Africa black. They paint us black. They say we are not. What Africa needs is not politicians. So we need real leaders. Leaders who care for the nation. And unfortunately, they are able to confuse us because there are some greedy folks, little ones, they look for them and they give them money and they ask them to bring confusion. And that's what is happening. Our borders confusion all over, so they can exploit us. But the time has come and the church must awake and pray against some of these things and speak also. We should be able to speak truth to power. This is a truth. This is truth that is bitter in their mouth. And we need to speak it. Those big denominations, they should speak.
Is it not Donald Trump in the United States of America who was asking the people of Africa, who was asking the black people of Africa to leave America and go back to their land? Is it not the same Donald Trump who was asking and chasing black people in America to go back to their land and go and develop their land and find a good leader for themselves? Is it not the same Donald Trump? What is your business with Captain Ibrahim Traoré? Now the good leader we have found, that you are asking us to leave your land. Now we go back to our land and we are now finding the good leaders who can develop Africa for us. You want to assassinate him. Let me tell you, Donald Trump, let me tell you, NATO, this generation is a different generation. You can never continually to be assassinating the good leaders of Africa. This generation, we have all the means, we have the media, we have every kind of power we can do to protect our leaders. This is not the time of Gaddafi. This is not the time of Nkrumah. This is not the time of Patrice Lumumba. This is not the time of Stephen Biko, our great leader you have assassinated and overthrown him. This is not the time. This is a different generation. We are ever ready to protest. We are ever ready to save our good leaders because our leaders is for us. They are not for America. They are not for NATO. They are not for France. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is for Africa. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is for Ivory Coast. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is for Burkina Faso, and the time to protect him is now. We are uniting to save our good leader. Captain Ibrahim Traoré must live to see his good work. Thank you, youth of Africa. Share the life. Let's protest against them.
All right, welcome back again. Those are Africans all over. Right from Kenya, from Uganda, from Tanzania, from Ghana, from Nigeria, from Congo, from Rwanda, from Burundi, Africans all over, they are very angry. Both men of God in churches and out of the churches, in the villages, in the societies, in schools, everywhere, even university students, they are getting angry with what West is doing. And I'm telling you, a time is coming when these things is not going to continue anymore because Kenyans, Ugandans, Nigerians, Ghanaians, Cameroonians, Senegalese, and every other African people. They've gotten to a point when they are now angry, especially the youths and the generation that is growing right now. We can't listen to any bullshit that is coming from the West. We can't listen to any nonsense that is coming from the West. Because we know this is what they've been doing all the times and all the moments. And it has always been the trick they've been using to make sure they're capturing Africans, they're capturing our great leaders, eliminating them and assassinating them. And this is what Africans are saying. This is what black people, not even Africans. You've seen black people in diaspora. You've seen African diasporans demonstrating on the road. You've seen those women who are, no, let me show you this.
Vive the Ibe!
Vive le Burkina Faso. Give me France ici.
Africa. 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 Unite. Africa. Unite. Africa. Unite. Africa. Unite. Africa. Unite.
These are from diaspora. They're African diasporans. They're roaring down the flag of the US flag and the French flag because they're angry. You're making them angry. You're making black people all over the world angry. And I'm telling you for a fact, a time is coming when these people, the anger will get to a point where they cannot be controlled and you will see what you've never seen before. Because you think these are people, when they try to make noise, we shall zip them or we shall shut them, either by killing them or by bombing them or doing anything. Right now, nothing like that will ever happen. Nothing like that will happen because anytime something like that comes, or anytime African people raise great leaders, that is what normally happens. Elimination, the assassinations, that has always been the things that have been happening. And let me tell you something. Africa right now is a place where people want independence. People want freedom. People want to live a life that is full of freedom and independency. Not dependency 24/7, every time, every moment. Know that. And that is why you see Africans and black people all over the world, they're very angry because of the decisions and because of the things that West is doing in Africa. You can't come and tell people that, you know, your president is unaliving people. You cannot come and tell us he's people we cannot see. These so-called African human rights, the Human Rights Association, organization, or I don't know what bullshit, I don't know what it is called, the so-called, whatever you are called, whatever the name you have, you're giving yourself. Stick to your lane. Do not get out of your lane. Do not, just stick to your lane. Because the moment you continue messing up with Africans, the moment you continue messing up with black people, it's going to be worse than what you think it is. That is what is happening in Africa right now. Anything you come up with, Africans will demonstrate. And you're trying to convince people who cannot be convinced. Right now, black people cannot be convinced. You can never convince them. You can't tell them, you can't convince them that Ibrahim Traore is a bad leader. We saw you eliminating Muammar Gaddafi. When you eliminated Muammar Gaddafi, you told Libyans that Libya is going to be a very good country, that you are saving Libyans. Right now, Libya is one of the worst countries in Africa because they are poor and all that. So the help you wanted to give to Libya by eliminating Muammar Gaddafi, where is that help? Why is it that we have not been able to see that help up to date? We can't see the help. The help you are taking to Libya, we cannot see it. We haven't seen it. So where is it? Where is that help? You said you're going to help them. Where is that help? Okay? So these are your old dog tricks that you've always had. And we know them right now. We cannot fall for it. We can't be tricked anymore. We cannot be tricked anymore. Africans and black people all over the world, they're very angry with what you're doing. You better stop it. If you continue, it's going to be worse. It's going to be very worse. Because really Africans need to have peace and Africans need to have justice. Yeah, I've seen a story in the social media of Rodney Hinton. Rodney Hinton was killed. Rodney Hinton's son was killed. He was killed by a white cop. A white cop shot him 4 times. 3 times in the chest and 1 time in the arm. And Rodney Hinton's son couldn't make it. Why is the reason as to why Rodney Hinton was killed? Rodney Hinton's son was killed. Rodney Hinton's son was killed because he was black. Not because of anything, because the allegations, he was having a weapon and he pointed to the police. It's a story. The footage shows that Rodney Hinton's son was just running for his life. He never had a weapon. The footage does not show where he had a weapon, where he pointed a weapon to the cop, but the cop had to kill him. The cop didn't even intervene. He never even told him to raise his hands up and turn around and go down. He just shot him in the back. Like, how can you shoot someone from the back and then you tell us that this person was having a weapon pointing at you? That is how black people are treated. And a time for black people being treated that way is over. We cannot continue with that because everybody needs to live a life where there is freedom, justice, there is peace. And then the son, Rodney Hinton, being killed, Rodney Hinton goes to court. He's shown a footage of his son being killed by a white cop. And then there is no justice that is given to Rodney Hinton because there was a lie that was plotted and this child had a weapon. You see that? And then the story ends that way. Sincerely speaking, Rodney Hinton is a father, he's a parent. What does he do? He goes, takes a car, out of anger, he runs on a cop, on a white cop, because he never found justice. Sincerely speaking, what Rodney Hinton needed was only justice, but he was never given justice. Why? Because he had a skin color that is black. Having a skin color that is black has become a disability, has become, I think, like it has become something that when you have it, you feel like you're not part of the people. And I was like, what like, how? Simply because he was black and the cop who killed him was white cop. And then after Rodney Hinton running over a white cop with a car, now Rodney Hinton is being taken everywhere in the courts in the US because they want to subject him to death penalty. And like they're giving him charges that doesn't make sense. And my question is, Rodney Hinton did not find justice when his son was killed. Okay? And now because a white cop has been killed, now everybody's running up and down. They want to find justice for Rodney Hinton. They want to find justice for the white cop. Why? Are black people not people? Are black people not humans? Is it because they're in a white man's land? Like I'm just trying to understand because I can't get it. Like I don't get it. Seriously? Rodney Hinton needed justice. He didn't find justice. He had to find justice for himself because he's a parent and he had pain inside him. So he had to do what he had to do. Seriously. That is how black people all over are being treated. And then we're trying to find how we can be able to live independently, not depending on you, not having corporations and associations with you. We are raising Ibrahim Traore. You want to eliminate Ibrahim Traore. You're plotting lies to him. Like, for God's sake, what did black people did to white people? What did black people did to white people? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Everything that belongs to black people, you want to take it. Every resource that belongs to black people, you want to take it. Seriously. Everything that is for us, you want to take it. Our resources, you want to take it. Our great leaders, you want to take them down. Seriously? It's not appealing at all. And that is why we as black people, we have positioned ourselves at a position where we have to fight. We're going to fight to the end. We're not going to gun down. We are going to fight to the end. We are not coming down. We are fighting to the end because that is what we are destined to. We must protect our land. We must fight for our resources. We must fight for what belongs to us. And that is what Ibrahim Traore is doing. And we are going to support him. We are going to support him. And the people are demonstrating. I support them so much because we must fight for what belongs to us. Tell me what you think in the comment section about this issue. I'll do my best to make sure I do the comments and give it as much as possible. I am the African Streamline. I tell you every day that Africa is home and anything that concerns Africa concerns me and you as black people. If it's the first time to be here, that subscription button, just press it. For the 10 subscribers, I salute you so much. God bless.